secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, all right? Today we're going to be talking about my NBA 2K24 build, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, as liking of the video push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your notification game for my daily uploads. But without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. So as you can see, I do have the 2K23 builder on here. We've had a lot of information that has came out. And again, I don't know much about the builder, but I'm able to, again, like I've been saying for the longest, put two and two together. Use context clues, use the information that's been put out on the internet, use the information Mike Wang, the devs, have gave us, use the information I have known from 2K all the way up to 2K23. When I say 2K, I'm talking about 2K from 2K when it first came out. But if you want to get precise and not joking, talking about since the freeform builder has been in 2K since 2K21, 22, 23. We have 3 years of data to look at. I'm able to put all that together, the mistakes, and come up with an idea of what I think the builder would be. And this is going to be something similar to what my build would be in 2K24 if my hypothesis is correct, okay? So I feel that slashers are going to be really good this year. I know people, when I did my other video, they were like, well, slashers always been good. And the reality is that for the most part, that's not really slashing, that's just rim running. So like, let's just call it what it is. There's a difference between just what you had in 2K23 where people are rim running, and then you do have people that actually utilize all the moves to them and be a slasher. Now, again, in 2K24, the expectation is that the better defense, the better buff and interior defense is going to require a skill set. But I also like all the new animations that are coming with slashers, okay? So with the pro play, and I think a lot of people aren't talking about that. They see pro play for dribbling, they see the pro play for shooting and all that stuff, but there's pro play also going to be for new contact dunk animations, new dunk animations, Euro steps, you name it. And it's going to be pretty fun. We talked about the shot meter, how you should use the layup meter now because there's a buff to that. So there's a lot of interesting stuff to be out for slashers to do good. And this is what I'm thinking, okay? So I want to go small forward. I'm left-handed. Because I'm left-handed IRL, so I like going left-handed. I'm going to go up to 6'8". Trying to want to make something similar to like my lob threat in 2K20. As you're going to see a lot, you will reference 2K20 a lot in this. And I'm going to get my weight up to 250 pounds, all right? And then I'm going to get my wingspan and max it all the way out, okay? Body shape doesn't really matter, but this is what I went with because it can be versatile. It can play like a little bit of center. It can play a little bit of anything I would need with this build, especially for rep grinding too. So this is what I want to rock with. And now this is where things get a little tricky because the big question marks is what is going to be attached to what. So right now, as you see, if I move close shot high enough, you see my mid-range, free throw, and vert mood, right? We don't know what's attached to what, but I'm just gonna go on the assumption it's gonna be something similar to this, but also what is the animation clamp breaker? So as you see, close shot is attached to a lot of things here. As you see, fast twitch, fearless finisher, all that moves, that also is gonna play into this, okay? So we don't know that, all right? So again, this is gonna be a rough estimate, but one thing I will say is that I'm going to assume that it is going to be something similar to where you're going to be in a freeform builder like this, but it's going to make you it's going to be very difficult to have every single thing maxed out. So again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you might want to go back, look at your 2K20 and look at how the pie charts were and look at the limitations you had. And that is what you can probably guess of what it'll be like. But don't get it twisted. If you want to max out all your shooting, have no physicals, have no defense, and just go shooting, playmaking, I mean, yeah, you can totally trash your build and max out 2 categories. But if you want to try to be balanced, or you want to try to have a decent build, you're going to have to really mess around with it a little bit. And again, like I said before, if you're going to have to sacrifice somewhere, okay? But for me, I want to have something like a pure blue. So I'm gonna go higher on my close shot. This time I'm gonna assume that close shot is gonna be attached to a lot of things. Probably gonna have to go higher than that than what I want, but we'll see. Driving layup, I'm gonna try to go as high as I can to make sure I get all what fearless finishers and all that stuff Hall of Fame. Like I want all that Hall of Fame. So I'm assuming that it's gonna have to be pretty high, and I'm assuming again that driving layup will be attached again to fearless finisher or something of that nature. My driving dunk, I want it to go high enough to where I can unlock all the contact dunk animations now, but I don't want to go all the way up enough to 99. I might do that when the game comes out. I just gotta know what animations are what and which ones are gonna be overpowered, or which animations I feel like I would be good enough and need, but also the badges. All right, so we do know there's gonna be new badges in the game, so I wanna make sure I'm able to get the badges that I want with this build. So again, I'm gonna go 95, hoping that it should be enough. But I do wanna say that if everything is what it's sounding like, then of course, like getting a contact dunk animation is probably not gonna be 85 anymore. It's probably gonna be higher, because there's no way you can have an 85 driving dunk and being able to have every build be able to get it. So I'm just kind of throwing ideas out there. I don't know, I haven't seen the builder, but again, I'm speaking from my knowledge of what it should be, and that doesn't mean it's right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my standing dunk up just enough. But I will say this though, let's say for instance, if I get big man contact dunks shorter than 6'10", I would definitely get big man contact dunks, but I don't know. I'm assuming that, right now you're not gonna be able to get it unless you're 6'10", but I do think you should be able to get big man contact dunks, because Zion Williamson is 6'6", but he absolutely gets crazy standing dunks under basket. But maybe that makes the builder lopsided, or maybe it doesn't balance out. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. But I'm gonna go standing dunk. Post control, I'm going 80. I wanna have a decent amount of post control. This is where my first sacrifice comes. I just wanna have a 75 mid-range, and that's it. Kind of similar like how my lob threat was, no 3-ball. And then my free throw, I'm gonna go 74. I'm not really worrying about my shooting. I just wanna make sure I can shoot enough to where people just can't stand the paint on me. I can just get the ball and spark it in the mid-range. Mike Wayne says 75 should be good enough for a 3-ball, so I'm assuming it should be good enough for a mid-range also, okay? On the pass accuracy, I'm going just 70. I don't want to go crazy on this. In reality, I'm probably doing more than what I should, but as you see here, I'm just going on the basics. I don't need all this. Low-key, I want to just get pro dribble moves. That's it. Okay, so I'm not trying to get the elite, and I'm damn sure not trying to get the elite of the elite. I don't even know what you would call the, like, if elite, remember elite was like, from like 89 to 92, but now you got badges, like he said, like with Steve Francis is a 95. So again, I'm sacrificing knowing that I don't need that, so I can probably go 80 or 75, whatever it is. I'm assuming pro dribble animations might not be a 70, 75 anymore. It might be like an 80. Because imagine everything in the builder kind of going up to make it a little bit harder to get these tiers. So I'm assuming it's an 80, but I might drop it down to a 75 or somewhere around there, because I just want pro dribble animations. Remember, this is not a dribbling type build, but I do need enough to where I can get to the cup when I get the ball on the perimeter, do a jab step, get to the cup, and then try to get a contact dunk, all right? On the defensive side, what I'm doing is I'm going 70 on my interior defense. I'm going 87 on my perimeter. Again, like I said, I want this build to be kind of like a two-way slasher, my lob threat kind of, but like the two-way slasher type. I'm going 87 on my perimeter defense, but really what I want to try to do is just get silver badges here. So if you think about it, gold and Hall of Fame badges for finishing, and then my defense, my expectation is to get silver and gold, and then my shooting playmaking is just to have bronze or no badges, okay? So I want to say that again slower. If it's like a pie chart, and this is kind of like a blue, pure blue pie chart, then I'm trying to get Hall of Fame badges on finishing, just bronze badges on shooting, just bronze badges on playmaking, and then try to get silver or gold maybe on defense, but that's it, okay? Like, again, I know about trying to balance it out. It's not gonna be that. Now, we're assuming that everything is gonna be where it needs to be. Speed with ball is, you're gonna have to have a high speed with ball to be able to get some of these animations. I don't need that, because now what I'm doing is I'm sacrificing, because I now know I gotta give things up. That's how you have a balanced builder. You can't have everything. You gotta figure out what you're willing to sacrifice. I'm willing to sacrifice my shooting and playmaking, all right? On my block, I just wanna get enough just so I can get a chase down animation. I probably would just want to get a silver chase down on this. I don't want to go anything higher than that, but I'm okay with that. Same thing for my rebounding. I don't want to go crazy on my rebounding. I just want enough to where I can just get like a bronze silver type badge here. Maybe I do want offensive. Maybe I could flip it around and go here. I don't know, but that's something to keep in mind, all right? Then on my speed, I'm going 80 on my speed, which is actually might be a little too fast, than what you want, but I'm definitely assuming that speed is going to really matter in 2K24, so that no longer that 75 type speed. But remember, I'm 6'8", 250, so I'm probably will be cool with going 75 because I will be running a lot with, like, this build will be matched up against centers. So I would, think that maybe I can get away with a 75, but I'm just kind of just figuring that out. Same thing for acceleration. I did max it out as much as I can, but it's really going just to be predicated on what acceleration is attached to. I'm thinking acceleration should be attached to more things other than what it is right now. So we'll see. And the same thing for strength. So I know a lot of people have been saying like, yo, strength never matters, strength never matter. Well, now this is where my big assumption is, and I want y'all to listen very closely. Strength, even if strength it cannot be seen in the game, let's just assume that strength is now attached to badges. So now, maybe in order to get posterizer on gold, you got to have an 80 strength or a 70 strength or something like that, right? So that's the assumption I'm going off of, and the same thing for vert. In order to get contact dunks, you only need a 75, an 82, or an 85. Well, now let's just assume that maybe you have to go crazy high, like with like a 90, to be able to get the elite contact dunks or something now. And that's what I'm going with the assumption as. And then the same thing for stamina. Stamina should be attached to your dribble style animations, in my opinion, right? Your stamina, your acceleration, your speed should all be attached to whatever animation you're trying to get dribble wise. Beforehand, it wasn't like that. It was just speed with ball, but now I'm just going with the assumption that all these should be attached. I don't know. I'm throwing a lot out there, but this is what my build could theoretically look like. I sacrificed on my shooting and my playmaking. I wanted to go high on finishing, and then I wanted to go a little above average on defense, and then went crazy on the physicals because I felt like in 2K23 the physicals was not utilized enough when it came to attachment to animations and badges. So I did that. And then again, we all know that the badge setup here doesn't really matter, but of course I'm going to use a lot when I go with takeovers. Most of the time it's going to be the go back here at the top, will be the finishing or the physical. So if you didn't know, takeovers will now be finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense/rebound, physicals. That is the takeovers, okay? Physicals is a new take, but I would definitely be utilizing a lot with slashing and the physicals for obvious reasons as a slasher. Maybe defense, I don't know, I doubt it though. All right, and also, as we should all know, the badge, the names should be are going to be different. This is a 2A interior finisher. Expect new, refreshed build names. So that's going to be a W. But there you have it, my nephews and nieces. Let me know what you think about this build. I did drop a lot of tidbits in there. Hopefully you get an understanding of what I'm saying. Let me know in the comment section questions and concerns you have, because I will be dropping more videos like this and I will address them in other videos. But if you like videos like this, make sure you check out this video right here that's popping up on the screen. This is some good stuff here. But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Timmy. I'll be back really, really soon with another banger, man. You know, when I say back to another banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.